What is going on, Chelsea fans? Welcome back to Talking Chelsea Blues. Welcome back to another video. I hope you are all doing well today. This is your match preview for the first WSL game of the season. Chelsea versus Manchester City at Stamford Bridge, Friday night, 8 o'clock kickoff. Make sure you're there for the watch along, which will start at 7:30 sharp on YouTube and TikTok. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the TikTok, and make sure you're there for the watch along. It's going to be amazing. So let's get into this preview. So it is the first game of the season, and we are the reigning champions. We're the reigning WSL champions. We're the reigning FA Cup champions. We're the reigning Subway League Cup champions. And so, therefore, we're coming for it all this season. We want the big one as well. The Champions League, the UEFA Women's Champions League. We want to complete the set. If we win that, we've won it all. And yeah, I'll be very happy if we can achieve that. But how does this season look? What are my expectations? I'm expecting us to go out there and try and win the lot. We have the squad to do so. We have the personalities in the squad to do so. We have a great manager in Sonia Bonpasta, one of the best in the world. She really sort of gets her message across and gets what she wants out of the players, and she gets the best out of them. Same as Emma Hayes did. Emma Hayes had the same outlook and profile as Sonia Bonpasta. You know, the same energy, the same vibes. They both wanted to win. They're both born winners. And that drove into the players. That was drove into the players year on year. And I'm expecting Sonia Bonpasta to continue to do the same. She won us the treble last season. So, what do we do this season differently? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We got some new players in. Ellie Carpenter, Mara Elba. We got some fantastic players. Livia Peng. You know, she's great. Lexi Potter's come in from the academy, I believe. So, excited to see how these players get on. Couple of bits of injury news. Lucy Bronze won't play tomorrow. She played the whole Euros with a broken leg. So, props to her. Lauren James won't be playing tomorrow. She got an injury in the Euros as well. So, props to her for playing through that as well and trying her best. And we look at Myra Ramirez pulled a hamstring, so had surgery, won't be available for a while. Sam Kerr, still fitness concerns, but I think she's going to play a part in tomorrow's game, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But those are the injury concerns, and Sonia Bonpasta continues to talk about how she wants to win, how she wants to keep going and drive these players on further, and how these players want to do more. So it's important that we continue those characteristics tomorrow, and it's important that we get off to a good start. Manchester City are a very good team. Miedemar, Lauren Hemp, Jess Park, Kadisha Bunny Shaw. You know, there's some great players in there. Keating, the goalkeeper, fantastic. Alex Greenwood, again, fantastic. They've got a really good array of players, Manchester City. So we have to go into this season wanting it. We have to go in and want to win. Because Man City have now got a new manager. They're going to look to start strong. They're going to want to challenge for the title. They're going to want to challenge for those Champions League places. And I believe that they will get there. They will get to the Champions League. But in my opinion, will win the title again. Chelsea will win the title again. So, what does tomorrow look like? How do we play? What do we do in these situations? Well, we've got the injuries of Lucy Bronze. We've not got Lauren James. We've not got Myra Ramirez. Sam Kerr's fitness concerns. So what do we do tomorrow? How do we line up? Well, I've built a lineup that I think is more than capable of beating Manchester City tomorrow. So let's get into it. I'll show you it and I'll give you my thoughts. Okay, so here it is then. Starting in goal, Hannah Hampton. No questions. She is my number one keeper. She's the number one keeper for England. She had a stunning performance at the Euros this year. And you know what? She deserves that number one spot for England and for Chelsea. So props to her. Congratulations to her. She starts in goal every single game for me. Okay, moving into the back four, Niamh Charles on the left and Ellie Carpenter on the right. Ellie Carpenter recently coming in. She is a fantastic player, fantastic right back, has played under Bonpasta before, so knows the role, knows what she wants, and will deliver. She's one of the best right backs in the world, if not the best, alongside Lucy Bronze. So Ellie Carpenter and Lee Charles as the fullbacks. The two centre backs consisting of Millie Bright and Naomi Girma. Now, these two, Naomi Girma, were probably the best defender in the world. I will say that for one reason and one reason alone. Everyone rates her as the best defender in the world, and we signed her for such a high fee in terms of women's football's fees that she deserves that sort of recognition as the best defender in the world. Millie Bright, best defender in the league until Girma came in. Now, Millie Bright is a fantastic player, captain, leader. She's a legend of Chelsea women. So she starts. She has to play. She is the leader in that defence, and she will bring us on to bigger and better things. The midfield double pivot consisting of Kira Walsh and Erin Cuthbert. Now, I've got Sokia Nuskin as the number 10, as you can see. I was debating whether to have Sokia Nuskin next to Kira Walsh, but I then realised that I think that someone else is not going to start tomorrow, so we have to think about this logistically. So Erin Cuthbert next to Kira Walsh, Kira Walsh being that playmaker, that ball, the player that keeps it ticking over all the time. She is very technically gifted, can see a pass, can tackle as well, so she's very good at what she does. Erin Cuthbert, an absolute monster in the midfield. She is just tenacious, aggressive, she wants to win constantly, and she has got that ability to not stop running. So her in the midfield next to Kira Walsh will add that extra bit of speed and dynamism to the midfield. Now, moving on to the three behind the striker. In the number 10, Sokia Nuskin. I think Sokia Nuskin is going to sort of act like a second striker, because she can do that. And I believe that that's where you can get the best out of her. I think she's a fantastic ball carrier. She's good in the midfield as well, creative. She understands the game. She understands that role. So let's have her there in that number 10 behind the striker. On the right hand side, Jojo Kanyarith. End of story. Jojo Kanyarith had a fantastic season last season, and she looked good in the Euros as well. So I wanted to continue that form, and I wanted to continue to play that right hand side and see how she gets on, see how she continues to develop. And I think she'll do very well. On the left, Giro Wrighton. Giro Wrighton is sensational for me. She is probably one of the best left wingers in the world. I could have put Baltimore there. I could have put Baltimore at left back, but I wanted to get some sort of defensive structure into the team without affecting the attacking fluidity, if you will. So New Charles are obviously at left back, and Giro Wrighton on that left hand side. Giro Wrighton offers us something from free kicks. She's pacey, she's good on the ball, she can shoot. So her on the left hand side is perfect. And up top, Aggie Beaver-Jones. Now, you could argue, is Sam Kerr ready? You could argue that Sam Kerr could start. But she's coming back for an injury, a big injury, an ACL, that's going to take a while to get her back into her rhythm. So Aggie Beaver-Jones to start the game, and maybe Sam Kerr can come on for the last 10-15 minutes to get a bit of match fitness, get some match minutes, and we do that for a couple of games just to see if we can get her fitness up, and then we can consider her for some starting games. But guys, this is my lineup prediction. Let me know yours in the comments. Let's go now, and I'll give you my prediction. Okay, so in terms of my prediction, guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you and get straight to the point with it. Manchester City are a good team, and they will be challenging for the title. They will be challenging for the Champions League places, and they will want to get off to a good start. So I'm going to be completely honest with you. I am going to say Chelsea 2, Manchester City 0. I'm going to say that purely because of Chelsea's defensive structure, the way we play, the way we attack dynamically. We've got some great players, some great attitude, and great personalities in there. And Manchester City have also. So they will come and put up a fight. But I do think it will be Chelsea 2, Manchester City 0. And my 2 goal scorers, I'm going to say Saki and Newskin to score 1. And I'm going to say Sam Kerr to come on late in the second half and put 1 in the back of the net as well. But guys, let me know your predictions in the comments. And I hope you've all enjoyed this. If you have, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Turn that notification bell icon on to be notified of when I upload and when I go live. Don't forget, guys, I will be live on TikTok and YouTube tomorrow, 7:30, for the Chelsea versus Manchester City WSL watch along. I'd love to have you all with me. So, guys, I will see you tomorrow, and take care, guys.